Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a really long time and life is still hectic, so that's why I've been gone. But I wanted to come back today to give you guys an update on my Ancestry DNA results, because Ancestry updated I think everyone's results recently, and so a lot of new things have happened with my DNA. I mean, my DNA is the same, it's just that now they have more samples and better technology, I guess, and so they were able to more pinpoint better what my genetic makeup is. So let's just jump right into it. My new highest result is 36% Cameroon, Congo, and Southern Bantu peoples. So if you guys remember before in my other video, which I will link up here for my first video, I was 30% Nigerian, I believe. Yeah. And so now I'm actually 1% Nigerian in this updated DNA situation. So it's so funny how it just swapped like that, and like Cameroon before was 24% and now it's 36%. So it's just very interesting how that's happened. And it's funny because even with Cameroonian people, like when I meet them, I feel like an instant bond and like we're really great friends and stuff like that. But with Nigerian folks, I never felt as connected to them. And not saying that this is the reason, but who knows, just thought that was a little fun little tidbit. Alrighty, so second is 24% Benin / Togo. So that's new. Those two countries were not in my former DNA breakdown at all, so that's exciting. Third is 17% Mali, which is really high because before I had less than 1% of Mali, so that's really new as well. And then fourth, which is my last big African country, we have Ivory Coast and Ghana / Ghana as 12%. And so before, Ivory Coast / Ghana was 21%, so that dropped as well. And it's funny because I always get that I looked Ghanaian, got that right I think, or Nigerian, but those two are actually the lowest on my list. So Cameroon / Congo, here we are. And I mean lowest as in African countries. Alright, so Cameroon, Congo, Southern Bantu peoples, Benin, Togo, Mali, Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Nigeria are all of my African countries that make up me. And so I'm pretty much still West African. Great, because before it was like saying like South Central Africa and Southeastern Africa, and so now it doesn't say any of those things. So bomb. That was my leg. Okay, so let's keep going. So next, I am 2% Germanic Europe, so Germany and those areas. And then I'm 2% from Norway and 1% Ireland and Scotland. So before, oh, and 1% Sweden. And so what I want to call out between Norway and Sweden, since those are Scandinavian countries, is that before on my test it said that I was 1% Scandinavian, and so now if you combine Norway and Sweden, that's 2%. So that's a change. That's an a rise. Okay, so then I have England and Wales and in Northwestern Europe at 1%, and so before Great Britain was 6%, so that is interesting. But maybe, yeah, no, I don't know, it just dropped. It dropped a lot more. So that's funny. And then I have 1% Basque, B-A-S-Q-U-E. It's a Basque, but I looked it up and it said it was Spain's region, and so that's 1%. So that's new as well. I didn't have that before. So the European part is different-ish, because before it said I had Finland / Northwest Russia as 2%. Of course, I mentioned Great Britain at 6% and Scandinavia at 1%. And so now if you added up all the new regions, it's 8% European. Before it was just 9. So it's less. And it's less because there's more DNA data to reveal. Okay. So this is actually my favorite part, because if you guys watched my first video, you know that my mom, in my story, I was saying that like my mom was adamant that we have Native American in our blood because my grandma was very adamant about it. And so I thought, you know, yes, because my eyes are slanted, and for the most part, and like my mom, when I was born, my mom was like, you look like a China doll. And so, you know, Native American people have slanted eyes. So then when I found out that I didn't have any from the previous DNA results, I was like, okay, there's African tribes that have slanted eyes, so maybe that's where that came from. I'm just gonna chalk it up to that. But I never really felt like that was the case, because even when looking at my great grandparents, like one of them looks Mexican, and you know, Mexican people, native. So I was like, what's going on here? Alrighty, so updates. So I am 1% Native American, North, Central, South. So 1%, I know that's small, but it's more than 0. And then I'm also 1% Native American Andean, so that's South America. So I was just like, whoa, wasn't expecting an Andean, but was definitely expecting the first one. And so I feel vindicated. 2% Native, hello, that's me. Because a lot of trolls actually on my first video were commenting on my eyes, and they were like, why do you have chinky eyes then if it doesn't have any Native American? Why? And someone even said, why do you have rice farmer eyes? And I was like, hold up, so fucking rude. All you had to say was, why do you have sunset eyes? That's all. Don't be rude, okay? It's okay. But now I'm like, for sure, like, yes, there's Native in our blood. I don't feel like unsure, because I just always felt like that was a thing. Like, I just need, like, looking at my family's photos, I was like, no, there has to be. At least my mom's side, there has to be. So now I know. So those two make up the last part of my DNA. So it's way more detailed now, and I really appreciate that. Thanks, Ancestry. Also, they made a you can make a playlist off of where your DNA comes from. So I did, they only let you choose 4 countries, 5, your top 5, I think. So I did all the African countries, and then I did Germanic Europe, and that playlist was fire, actually. I was like, whoa, not expecting it. But Spotify also is like really bomb playlist. So you guys, I definitely recommend getting your DNA done with Ancestry. They've been like fabulous, and they keep updating their platform on their phone and on the web when you look up your DNA. And I've met cousins through there that I don't know, and so it's just been a really fun time, and I'm sure they're gonna like keep analyzing the data and the DNA and like find more things maybe. And when they do, or if they do, I will of course share it with you guys. So feel free to like, subscribe, and all that jazz. Since I've been on a hiatus for a really long time, let me know what you want me to talk about. Do you want an update on my life? Like, what's going on? Lots of shit's going on. Yeah, whatever you guys want. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.